Hello, my name is Waldo, and this is Sunless Sea. I picked this game up off of Steam, because it was in a recent, one of them week-long sale deals. Been having an eye on it for quite a bit. It looked very interesting, was a bit, maybe, expensive for an indie game, over 10 euros. It's usually kind of a price I don't easily pay for a game unless I'm really assured that it's very good. But today I am, because I've seen some footage of it and it really looks very much fun. It's a bit like Don't Starve. It requires you to gather resources to survive, because you're a little ship. You're a ship with a crew, and the ship requires fuel and the crew requires food. And you obtain both of those by well, finding it or paying for it. So you can trade, you can pirate, you can carry cargo from port to port. From what I hear and what I have seen so far, as you can see, it says continue here, so I've already done a bit of exploring in game, so I have kind of a basic idea what everything's about. I can't say that I'm very proficient at it, because I keep dying pretty much constantly. And this game is intended to play with permadeath. So when you die, you die. That's pretty definitive. It has an option to it's called merciful mode. It has an option that lets you save and lets you carry on if you die in the same world with the same resources and the same chart. But otherwise, everything resets. The world stays the same. It's not procedurally generated. It's the same world every time. So I believe that if you played it a bit, you'll be able to kind of find your way around. But I'm not too sure of that just yet, because I've played it for maybe half an hour or an hour, and I really got lost immediately coming out of port. The universe that it's set in is, as you can see, it's a sunless sea. It's an underground sea, a vast lake, if you will, with islands in it, and those islands are inhabited. You also need to make sure that your crew doesn't become too terrified of the dark, because you've actually failed to recruit people that are not afraid of the dark in a sunless sea. So they're all shitting their pants at every point in time, and you need to try to keep it at bay. Excuse me. Try to keep it at bay by, I don't know, providing enough diapers or anything. Or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, let's start. Let's just hop in. Let's start a new game. Start a new game? Are you sure? Yes, I'm extremely sure. I am streaming this live on Twitch TV, and if you're watching on Twitch TV, you will maybe ask, why do you say this? Because that's obvious. And I'm saying this because I will upload these videos to YouTube as well, as a kind of a Sunless Sea Let's Play series. But we'll see how it goes. Alright. Captain's making. 3 decades ago, in the reign of Victoria, London was stolen by bats. Now it lies a mile below the surface. It's not important. What's important is the vast Black Sea beyond London, a sea which is yours to explore. So, there's a backstory to why London ended up a mile beneath the surface, which I don't really know. I know it's connected to a browser game called Fallen London as well. I've tried the browser game. It has the same feel. It has the same kind of layout, and it's clear that it's by the same people. It's largely text-based, but I do enjoy it. But anyway, this is the captain's making. This is basically character creation. Here we have to choose a past, or we can just skip it and go sailing. But I choose to have a bit of a past, because that's always fun. Have a background and have a way, a goal, have a way to go. So, sometimes you get messages that don't really make sense or aren't really necessary. That's fine. Right. Now then. Who were you? Now you're a captain, now you belong to the Untersee, or the Untersee, maybe? It's if it would be German, it would be Untersee, but you would not spell it with a Z. So I'm not really sure how to pronounce it, but I'm gonna go with Untersee. And if anyone has a different opinion on that, please do keep that to yourself. I'm kidding. Please do tell me. Gonna have a sip of coffee, and then we're gonna choose our past. So, have we been a street urchin? Your urchin gang cast you out when you grew too tall. You took to sea rather than graduate to a larger crown. The last big score was enough to buy a ship. Cool. Are we a street urchin, a poet, a veteran of the campaign of '68, or an ordained priest, or a natural philosopher? We can be Charles Darwin. We can be the Pope. Well, maybe not the Pope. What's up, Therum? How's it going? I'm choosing my past here, Therum. I'm choosing who I want to have been before I've become a Z captain here on the Sunless Sea. I'm thinking about reflecting this a bit with my real life. And as I studied literature, maybe I should be a poet. An educated and articulate soul seeking sensation at sea. How lucky you had a legacy to spend. Doesn't that sound like completely me? Like, educated, articulate soul, looking for a bit of action. Sounds exactly like me. It will give you a bonus to pages, the skill of trickery and knowledge. Of course, I'm a massive trickster, so I will need and will want that bonus to pages. Why not? So, go, poet. I've got... oh, what happened? I got a first officer, the sly navigator. Competent, probably. Trustworthy, possibly. I hope you didn't put that on your resume, Therum, because you won't be working for much longer if you did. Oh, we can speak to him as well by right-clicking, but well, not right now, because we are in the middle of character creation. Thank you very much, Mouth, for trying to pronounce that and fail miserably. So, we're a poet. A wise soul. Experience, you have intuition, and your friend the sly navigator is a little vague, but he probably knows what he's doing. Perhaps you can find someone better, eventually. Right, so we're in it for the long haul with this dude. So we've gained 25 to the pages skill. Oh, if everything starts at 25? No. Oh well, I don't care. So these are our stats. We have iron, increases the damage your attacks do. Mirrors, detection and perception. The quicker you can find a firing solution in combat, right? Pages are... increases the speed at which you convert fragments to secrets. And veils, speed, stealth, deception decreases the range at which enemies will spot you. Okay, so also very practical. 26 hearts. Helps with tests around terror. Okay, so we will be facing some tests here. That's always reassuring when you read that. What's this? we have a ship's mascot. Of course, that's for luck, and it is a it's a comatose ferret. Mostly, it's immobile. Occasionally, it's feral. So it's either all or nothing for this dude. Right-click to speak to this officer. Oh, looking forward to speaking to my comatose ferret. Don't say that in public, because you will be put into a straitjacket. Right, let's move on here. We have the sly navigator. We gained 20 echoes, and echoes are the currency, so you gained 20 gold. You could say you were a struggling poet, and now you're a Z captain. And I'm no longer a stranger. Cool. Choose an ambition. What does winning mean to you? We can have fulfillment, gather 100 tales, learn all you can of the Z, write a masterpiece and retire. That sounds poetic, doesn't it? I think that's a worthy goal for a poet. We also have wealth. You know how it is to be poor. Now you're onto mansion, servants, fine clothes, and a family, perhaps. Well, that's fine. That's cool too, but I'd rather write a masterpiece, because then you can retire into a mansion, servants and fine clothes. You know? Use this as a means to get this. Your father's bones. Find where and how your father died and return his remains to London for a decent burial. Oh, this stuff is not yet available. As I said, it's an early access game, or I may not have said that. Anyway, I've said it now. It's an early access game. Not everything is available as of now, but as you can see, they're working hard on getting all that in, and that sounds really cool. Like having a private kingdom, having your father's bones, and like looking for the mysterious death of dad, mysterious dad death. And or find the uttermost east, where you like sail beyond the map to the east. It's also quite fun. Seems quite fun. Because you can't, of course, do it in one go, because you need to have enough fuel and you need to have enough hunger. Or no, need to have enough supplies to quench the thirst and satiate the crew. Anyway, so I'm gonna go for fulfillment, because why not? What does meaning mean to you? Yeah, fulfillment. An occurrence. Your ambition qualities now become London's most venerated explorer. That sounds cool. I'm venerated. Well, I'm not yet, but I will be. I will become venerated. There we go. Last scrap of paperwork. Captain, an irregularity with the harbour master's office. They wish to know, what term of address do you prefer ashore? This will determine what people call you. Your actual gender is up to you. Madam, more sea captains choose this than you might expect. Sir, citizen, popular among those with egalitarian sentiments. My lord, my lady, or captain. Captain will do perfectly well ashore as well as at sea, thank you. I think I'm going for... I'm not much of a trend follower, so if this is becoming a trend, the captains having themselves be called madam, if it's the next new thing behind selfies and planking, being called madam, I'm not gonna follow that. I'm just gonna go old school and be called captain. Because captain will indeed do perfectly well ashore as well as at sea. Right, your address as quality is now captain. Continue. And then we choose our avatar to end. I can have... There's some cool ones in here. I can be like a massive alcoholist of Alcoholics Anonymous, as you can see, with the mustache of a well, someone who knows their food and probably their wine. He looks slightly French, I think. Do people with French mustaches have these huge No. Wow, what am I even saying? Do people from France have these huge mustaches when they're into wine? I don't really know. The only people I know with these mustaches are the local mustache club in Antwerp. Anyway. We'll take it as being French, as he's holding a glass of wine, and he really doesn't seem to want to let go of it. Anyway. I can wear a fedora, my lady. I can be a mummy. Yep, I can be a mummy with glasses, because, you know, your eyeballs have deterred enough to not be able to see. I can be a diver, who always wears their diving helmet, because he's afraid of the land. I don't know, afraid of air. If I fall into the water, I'll be immediately safe. That's